thanks for joining me. Right, I've recently completed a lifetime's ambition. I've always wanted to go to America and do Route 66. So a couple of months ago, me and my wife and my sister and brother-in-law, we spent a month there, and I took my camera. Hope you enjoy. I'll do a breakdown of what it cost at the end of the video if you get that far, if you just want to know how much it cost as an Englishman doing a month in America. The costs are at the end of the video. Hope you enjoy.
Chicago is of taking a debit and turning it into an asset, taking something wrong and making it right. We took the disaster of the Great Chicago Fire and turned that into the opportunity to become birthplace of the skyscraper. It happened a half-mile west on sacred geography, where you're about to see the red antenna of the Chicago Firefighters Academy, where by dawn's early light or twilight's last gleaming, firefighters get their training. And the greatest irony of the city of Chicago is, where do you think they went and built the Firefighters Academy, boyo? But they built it directly on top of Patrick and Catherine O'Leary's barn. Yes, indeed. Firefighters in 2024 are standing on that ground right now, learning how to stop a fire at the very spot where the Great Chicago Fire started on October 8, 1871. Now, sure, there really was a sweet little Irish lady named Mrs. O'Leary selling milk in the neighborhood. She had 5 cows. I heard they were all named Daisy. But no, she and her cows had nothing to do with the fire. That was a hoax, a lie, a myth created by Michael Ahern, a newspaper reporter. He would admit this when interviewed during the World's Fair of 1893, but it was 20 years too late. The legend about the cow took on its own life, and every year on October 8th, little kids would march over to the O'Leary barn and throw rocks yelling, "Bad cow." Better late than never. October 6, 1997. City Council of Chicago convenes and says, enough, we have been listening to that silly story, blaming that poor cow for 100 years. We need to give that cow some rest. We'll end that story. They invited Chicago historians to come to the council meeting. In their hands, the original interviews, the original depositions Mrs. O'Leary had given to the police in 1871. They proved that Mrs. O'Leary and her cows were sleeping that Sunday night at 9 p.m. when the fire started. And maybe instead of bothering the old lady, you should look at her neighbor, a shady guy, a man of questionable character who went by the moniker Peg-Leg Sullivan. Peg-Leg Sullivan, Daniel Peg-Leg Sullivan, is the man who reported the Great Chicago Fire. And the theory asked the most pertinent question. What was Daniel Peg-Leg Sullivan doing trespassing in his neighbor's, the O'Leary's barn, in the middle of the night that Sunday when the fire just happened to flare up? The man was looking for cerveza, trying to steal the O'Leary's keg of beer. We actually believe now he starts a small fire as a distraction to his beer-stealing crime. Oops, it got out of control. So Mrs. O'Leary and her cows were exonerated of all guilt. Huzzah, huzzah, hooray for cows. Welcome to Chicago, where if need be, talk to me, I'll get you pardoned for your bovine. Now that great fire lives on only in my pineal gland, opening my third eye. I'm having an epiphany. The Great Chicago Fire I see as such a turning point in the city's history. I do believe it gives we present-day Chicagoans our spirit, our mettle, our will. Would you pretend with me now? Gaze in front of you, imagining it is October 7th, 1871, the day before the Great Chicago Fire, and you would be gazing upon the wondrous skyline of Chicago, and then do this, blink your eyes. 36 hours later, 1/3 of that wondrous skyline, are you ready for the number? 17,450 buildings disappear in a puff of smoke. That was the fire. The builders do not wait, no. They slog into the fire district as the fire had burned itself out by Tuesday morning. They count only 14 buildings on the horizon. But they look north, from where the Wrigley Building stands and where you can walk in 15 minutes. I know because I timed it out for you in the snow last winter. You're going to walk the magnificent mile to Chicago and Michigan Avenue to a little yellow castle called the Water Tower. You can't miss it. It looks like a rook from a chess set. The Water Tower, your visitor center today, was a standpipe for the water pumping station across the street, built way back in 1869. And when the Great Chicago Fire came roaring down the street, miraculously, the Water Tower escaped without a scratch of flame. as if it was saying, no thanks, I'm a Chicagoan, I'll tough it out. The builders did gaze upon the water tower the following morning with a common thought: we will rebuild this city. And that, my friends, is why the motto for Chicago forevermore has always been, I will. Now, friends, walk the Mac Mile. You want to have lunch? Go downstairs to the Wrigley Building and find the Billy Goat's Tavern. Inspiration for a very famous John Belushi Saturday Night Live comedy sketch. Cheeseburger, 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 no fries, chips, no Pepsi, Coke. And you can still order that legendary cheeseburger today. Stand at eye level with Tribune Tower, and you will find a piece of the Taj Mahal, the Great Wall of China, Westminster Abbey, and the Alamo embedded right before your eyes. Keep walking until you find the water tower that escaped the fire.
Yeah, inverted old school bus that did the Route 66. Bus needs a new door. Pallet wood. I almost thought they were a myth. Ball and chain, but yeah, ball and chain again. Yes, this is a bit special. So it's the first day, we've been out all day and it's getting dark, but I've just time to show you this little beauty. The world's largest covered wagon, with old Abe Lincoln up there driving it, look. So that's the end of the first day with the car. We've got about 35 miles to go now to get back to our hotel. It's nearly 7:30, so let's crack on. It's been a long day, to be honest. It's been nice though, the weather's been beautiful, it's been really good. Right, we've just checked into our Route 66 motel and I've got to show you this. We've paid about 40 quid for this for night for two of us. Just check this out. A jacuzzi, bathroom around there, little kitchen, massive telly, desk, sofa, separate bedroom, another telly in his bedroom, and a jacuzzi that I'm just running for tonight. My wife's just gone to get a drink. There now. Come in. So we're going to get in here and relax with a glass of wine. Obviously not. I've turned it on now.
Well, no, want it on now. I don't want the videos all the time.
Right, turn it off now. It's been the first proper sort of motel we've stopped in, off the beaten track sort of thing, and Isabella. It's called Route 66 Motel. I'll put a link in the description to this, but look at this. This is all actually inside undercover. Our room's on that side.
She left work and hit 800 on the
this is then an old fridge. Still got the ice makers still in there. General Electric. State of the art in its day. Cigar box guitar. I just love stuff like this, you know, making the most of what you've got. Like these old cigar boxes made into guitars. Resourcefulness. Useless to useful.
Excuse me, could we have some butter for toast?
Yeah, do you want any jelly?
Jam.
Oh, no, thank you.
Is that what they call it, jam? Peanut butter jelly? Yeah.
You know what? We just pulled into this car park because there's a big muffler man. Just show you. There's a big muffler man up there that we want to take a picture of. And you know, we're always a bit sort of wary if you pull in somewhere and you're gonna look at the facilities. It was a bit early because we've just had breakfast and not buy anything. But the owner came up to us and he says, "Just come and have a look around." And you know, we don't open until 11 o'clock. We even tried buying a t-shirt and he said, "Oh, there's no staff here. It's only 10 to 10. There's no staff here. If the staff get here before you go, then you can buy a t-shirt." And he even gave me this from a man cave. He says, "Do you get dad water where you live? Because they're promoting it around here. Do you want one of these signs for your cave?" Because I told him about my man cave and he gave me that. So the next few shots are going to be some of the stuff that's inside. So this is the authentic America for me, what I wanted to see. These sort of bars and things on the side of the road. Look at this. And that bar there is made out of a speedboat. This is a place I could happily get drunk in. What's she called?
She's a mini Bernedoodle.
What's she called?
Her name is Birkin.
Birkin.
Oh, that was fantastic. The only trouble is we've spent about an hour here and it's sort of 10:30 now. So we're going to have to get a move on. We're not going to get everything fit in. There's so much to see here. Oh, brilliant. That's Big Ron's Route 66. Right, we're just coming off of the tarmac now onto the proper old Route 66, 1926 to 1930s brick road. I'm just walking down one of the original roads. I think this was between 1926 and 1930. So you can see it there, like a original brick road, still here. Lovely. Weather's fantastic. We're not getting much of a tan because we're in the car most of the time and it's not a soft top, but I'm sure we're here for a month, so he'll get there eventually. I just love the fact that they all have these American flags in the garden. I think it's just so patriotic and means a lot. That's $1. Claw hammer. What's that about? 70-80 pence. It's Henry's Rabbit Ranch.
If you want to sign it, put your name, where you're from, and everything. And you're welcome to buy something if you want to.
I think the weird thing is, you know, if you had this outside your house in England, you'd be called a tramp, wouldn't you? A scrap man. But somehow, over here, it just seems acceptable to cut a car in half and stick it on its thing like it's growing out of the ground. That's acceptable. It looks quaint and interesting. going to get this on council estates in England, where they try to fence the horses in. But you see a horse in a field here and you think, oh, that's brilliant, that's a cowboy's horse. You see it in England and it's like tramps. Look at that, she sees a big rabbit and she can't wait to jump on it. Look at them ears, Tracy. You know when I said this is the biggest rabbit I can get you? I lied. You know what these are? These are the rabbit's graves. So 2018. Oh, these ain't even got dates on. Oh, they have. Oh. A lot of the dates have worn off, but that is 1999. That was Whitey. Fortunately, a lot of the dates have worn off them. That's the oldest one I can find. So that's at least 25 years ago.
Slide right, then you will arrive at your destination.
There it is.
Okay, that's a Mississippi.
Running short of time, otherwise I'd have nipped down there and dipped my feet in. I'm always more interested in the tools.
But it's a family thing, so I won't always be on look.
A wasp's nest. That's what I thought it was. Yeah. That's good. That's beautiful. Well, it's nearly 7:30 in the morning, Sunday morning. This is our third day on the road. I'm just at the area where we had that fire pit last night. We met a couple of English guys. They were from Black Country, England. They were doing Route 66 as well, obviously. What am I talking about? That's our lodge there. That's my wife just seeing what I'm doing. What are you doing? Car needs packing. Yeah, so it's day 3 of the trip and it's 7:25 in the morning, so we're about to set off in about 10-15 minutes. Getting the car packed up. I packed the car up wrong yesterday. I put suitcases like that, and they should have been like that and like that. I didn't know, forgive me, but I've been told. So they're getting packed up properly today. Unless they don't fit, because I did try them like that, and they didn't fit. But apparently they will fit. Anyway, we'll see. So yeah, I'm just sat at the area where we had the fire pit last night. Met a couple of blokes, had a few beers. Brilliant. You know, do you want to know this or not? There's soap and towels everywhere you go. You don't even need to bring soap. And we brought some. And in the last hotel we stayed in, I thought I'd use the soap. And I'd not used it all, obviously, and I thought, oh, I'll take it with me just in case. But in this one, they've had soap as well, so I'm guessing all the way down there's going to be soap. This is Wagon Motel, by the way, and I'll give you all the prices afterwards, and I'll stick them all in the description below. And I'm going to give you a full costing of what it's costing. I'm keeping receipts for everything. Not because I'm being tight, I just think, you know, mainly for the sort of UK viewers, I want to do a complete rundown of everything we've spent, and it'd be nice to know, you know, it's going to be in the thousands. It's already in the thousands. Will it go into double figure thousands? I don't think so, unless we buy some more t-shirts, of course, but then we'll have to buy another suitcase and probably pay for extra luggage on the airplane. But anyway, it's all good fun. So, right, I don't even know where we're heading today. Everything's planned out, we're ready to go. Another thing I need to mention is America's massive. It's huge, and you don't get everything done that you think you're going to get done in a day. We had to sort of cut off 100, because what it is, there's a main Route 66 that's the modern one for the the wagons and the freight that's going backwards and forwards, because obviously they've got to move that places. They built one between 1926 and 1930, which was a single lane road when that's all they needed at the time. And then they upgraded again between the 40s and the 70s, like a 2-lane thing. So this sort of sat-nav takes you off and takes you to different places each time. Sometimes it tries to throw you on the modern route, but we're trying to stick to the old route. But yesterday, when we were still 100 miles away from the hotel at 4 o'clock, so we were 80 miles away from the hotel at 4 o'clock, we had to sort of make us way and jump off the old road and onto the new road, and do the last 80 miles. So you end up missing a lot of it, but you just couldn't do it. You just can't see everything. The distances are just vast. And just one other thing I want to say. When we hired the car, we were offered the sat-nav and things like that, and I can't remember how much it was, but we thought it would be alright without the sat-nav. But you do need a sat-nav to find these places, but you can do it on Apple Play. And then so what my wife did, she bought an American SIM card. So it's just a SIM card basically, like what we get in England, but it's an American one. So it's given us 21 days of data. I think it was about 30. She bought it in England before we came. She'd read up on it. So she just took her SIM card out, put the other SIM card in, and that's covered us. So we've gone on sort of Google Maps and Apple Play in the car, because it comes up on the dash. So I don't know how much the sat-nav would have been, but we got away with that cost. But you do need some sort of navigation system, unless you buy a map and you're good at map reading. But in this modern day, the Apple CarPlay is the way to go. It's dropping us right on the spot where we need to be, and it's helped massively. Right, that was a bit of a waffle, so I'm gonna see if I did pack the car wrong yesterday, because if I did, I'll be in for it today. See, I told you to go this way. I told you.
See, I told you
I told you. He said, put them like that. And I said, put them like that.
Neil told you to put them that way.
I told him before you came down, Dave, and he said, no, they won't fit. Like water.
That's where you end up when you don't pack your car right, when you don't get them suitcases in right. Locked and we can't get in, but well, at least they put a fire in there for you, look.
Yeah, it kept you warm.
Yeah. And that's the cell inside there with another door. I think actually the fire might be to keep the guard warm more than the prisoners. No, you.
And a native. Grimes.
So this is the only part of the old Route 66 that has 4 lanes, like a dual carriageway. And this is just a cut, an unusual cut here, through the rock face. It might set us up.
Yeah, that first pour is always a little church.
10 minutes.
You lose, I'm afraid, kids.
Donovan.
Wow, what is that? Oh, it sets them going. Go on, put it in.
Wash out your mind with light soap. I
I thought they were going to start dancing or something and play Rancho.
They say I'm the slow one. This next song is dedicated to somebody ordering the mayor's big wiener without nothing on it, aka the streak. Here it comes.
Boogity,
There he goes.
boogity, boogity. And he ain't wearing no clothes.
Oh, yes, they call him the streak. Look at that boogie. Fast body on 2 feet. What the boogie? He's just a of his anatomy. He don't give us a thing. Oh, yes, they call him the streak. Look at that boogie. Like to show off his physique. Oh, boogie. If there's an audience to be found, he'll be streaking around, inviting public critique.
Yeah, like even in St. Louis, did you go? You had to have passed through St. Louis. When passing through St. Louis, there's like 4 or 5 lanes right there.
And they go so fast as well, don't they?
Yes.
Big wagons like
Yes.
this, and you're like, oh god.
And just be careful. It's
We thought you were
like
right
I'm
behind
saying, like I said, it's a different place out there on the West Coast. So it
No, he's saying, is it different to drive in UK than it is here?
All right.
The roads are a lot nicer here because they're all open.
Yeah, there's not as much
All
traffic.
open. Yeah, there's too much traffic in England, so you like you.
I guess you have your pros and your cons then.
Yeah.
So you've picked it up quite easy, haven't you, over here?
Oh yeah, it's an automatic as well, which makes things easier.
Yeah.
yeah. And your petrol's cheap as well. Your gas, as you call it, is
it?
about a third. Ours is 3 times expensive.
Really?
3 times as much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy
What are you
crap.
thinking of going?
No, I'm good for now.
It's what? So what's is 80 pence a dollar?
Yeah, around, yeah.
So that's yours is 2.84. We filled up this morning. 2.84 a gallon. So a gallon
Could you
for
be
us
taking
would
some
be
more,
about
couldn't
$12.
Oh my god,
A gallon.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I would die.
yeah.
Well, they better be paying me a hell of a lot more money over there too to get from point A to point B.
But everything's small. Everything's closer, and your vehicles use a hell of a lot more than ours do. I mean, I don't know what we're in now, but maybe
I'm sure that it's a
4 or
game of
5
money.
litre. Yeah.
They want you to pay more.
Well, 80% of what we spend on fuel is tax. So the retailer gets 20%, the government get 80%.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and now that they're bringing in, we have to pay road tax as well. And now they're bringing in.
We have to pay taxes on everything now. It's just
Well, yeah, everywhere
like
does
you
that.
can't even afford to live for a moment, can you?
Yeah. But they're bringing in electric vehicles now, so they're working out a way because they're going to lose money on the fuel duty. So now they're working out ways to tax the electric vehicles.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah. So they want you all to be cleaner and more environmentally.
And then something that'll
But they
be
charge you for it.
in the future.
It's like everywhere, isn't it? You know,
Here in the
everywhere.
next few years in America, the hydrogen car is supposed to be available.
Yeah, it's life.
Crazy.
What's your names?
Ian.
Matt.
Ian.
Ian.
Matt.
Brett and Tracy. Nice to meet you.
Brett and Tracy. Nice to meet you.
Cheers. See
See
ya.
you later.
You guys have a good one.
Will do, thanks.
Want a gummy to go?
Oh yeah.
What's a gummy?
Cool. How often do you get to do it?
Not very
Do
often.
you want to get like extremely high or like no?
No.
Wow.
Okay.
No.
I can get you extremely high.
No.
Okay. Just something to chill.
Just chill.
Okay.
Chill
Can I
with
film
the
this?
beers and stuff.
When you said a gummy to go, I thought you meant some sweets. Candy.
Oh, we do have some candy.
So
Regular candy too.
this one's a hybrid. This one should keep you awake but still be like very calming. This one would be really kind of more of like going to sleep beforehand or something.
Oh, I need that for your snoring.
There you go.
So,
No problem.
so what do you do? Just eat that or smoke it?
You just eat that one.
Eat that.
They're just little edible gummies.
That's it, chill tonight.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
See ya.
Have a
Bye.
good one, y'all.
You going in? alligator pond.
Is it cold?
No, it's alright. Tell him to come all this way. I'm not bothered.
Come on, Tracy.
Go on, bird. Let's have you.
Yeah, let's take it this around. I'll take photos.
These rocks are sharp, aren't they?
Yeah.
We could pan for gold over here. You can even barbecue here. We've just been speaking to a couple of the locals up there, and they've just said to us that if we walk a little bit further down, there's a bit of a swimming hole, so we're just going to have to check this out. Because apparently we're standing on top of some caves. Obviously they're all full of water because it's below the water table, but I think we're coming across it now. Might have a little swim. That's alright, push it in.
Brett.
No, push it in.
So what are you going to do now in a towel? Can't get your car like that. Yeah, stand up straight.
Right, let's see where we are. We're at the Munger Motel, and London is 4,342 miles that way. Tonight's hotel, the famous Munger Moss.
I don't know how to pinch this up, I'll keep it. 66. There you go.
I love this kind of thing, it just makes it for me. Fire pit, fuel there, beautiful. That's the best sort of proper map I've seen of Route 66. Or in Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California. So I'm standing on a plaque in the road that I've just showed you where Wild Bill Hickok shot Dave Tutt on the 21st of July 1865. And it was 75 yards that way, so he shot him from 75 yards. So I'm going to go over there to the other plaque. Yeah, so this is Park Central Square, so quite a lot happened here. So that plaque in the road there is where Dave Tutt stood when he was shot. So I'll stand on it, and then right over there, where my wife and sister stood, is where Bill Hickok shot. So that was quite a shot there, quite a long way for a handheld, and he shot him, killed him. 21st of July 1865.
A young kid from England, Britain over there, he bought him a 90cc Honda Trail 50 or Trail 90. He rode it from Chicago to California, and he broke down here. I rebuilt the carburetor and everything for him, and he did a book all about it. And he bought the bike for, I think, like just a couple $100. He rode it all the way to California, sold it, made enough money to pay for his trip back to England.
Fantastic.
We were saying that about cars yesterday,
Yeah.
weren't we? You know, we could do that if we came for a longer period
Yeah,
of
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Buy one
It'd be
rather
cheaper
than
to buy
hire
one than rent one, yeah.
This is a barbed wire snowman. Apparently his name is Rusty Bob.
Right, you know the green one?
Yeah.
That keeps like the stuff that you get in them gas bottles. You know them
The Freon.
Oh, yeah.
free
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
But I ain't the first one to make them On the East Coast, those things sell from $80 to $100 a piece. I sell mine for 25 and 30. The little ones, yeah.
So what are you cutting them out with? A blowtorch?
Huh?
What do you cut them out with? A blowtorch?
Cut torch and a plasma cutter.
Yeah.
I have both. It's like look at my address sign up on above my window. Go over there and see my deer with the glowing.
Oh yeah.
Eyes ain't glowing right now, but that street sign up there, I make stuff like that too. It was originally 5 bedrooms, rented out. Now it's like 9 bedrooms.
Eh?
In there?
Yeah.
No. No.
Is that his work?
Probably. Anybody need to go to the toilet before we set off? This is a pilot jacket from World War II. So is this the guy that owned the place then?
His son.
Yeah, his son. His son started the place, yeah.
An army, he was in there.
So that jacket's 100 years old then, almost, from World War II.
That jacket was from World War II issue.
Yeah.
Oh, stickers.
She's a toy poodle. She's 7 weeks old.
Mine, 7 weeks. Mine's part poodle and part schnauzer. Looks a bit like this. Yeah.
So everything is here is all my husband's artwork. His name is Lowell Davis. And there's nothing in here. It was a cornfield. So the buildings were moved from the original Red Oak and from the other area. Yeah. And then like this one came from Precious Moments. And that's where I live, the Bell Star House. It came from Oklahoma. So it was all gathered here by my husband. Well, he used those royalty money when he was doing the Lowell Davis collectibles, called those figurines. Yeah. These are all his art, like his handwriting, and then his paintings. But then all these paintings was burned to the ground when he was suffering from depression. There's a love story between Big Jerk and Goldie. So everything is a love. And then that's him. And that's the guy for anyway. So he did.
We bumped into a guy at the Boots Motel in Carthage called The Preacher, and he recommended this place to us, and it is Red Oaks 2. I'll put a link in the description, I'll get a better picture of this. But he's recommended this place to us. So it's a bit off the beaten track, but it was picked up and brought here from somewhere else. And it's beautiful. And so that's going to be the next few shots on the video. Yeah, well, I'm at that age now where I can't remember the last time I sort of want to try to remember somebody's name or looking for somewhere to take a pee. So that's somewhere to take a pee. We need these frequently.
Want a cup of coffee?
So this is mother-in-law's house, like, call it mother-in-law's house. Because when you come here on holiday, it was designed so you put your mother-in-law in here, then you pull the drawbridge up so you can have a quiet week.
Is that what it says?
That's what it says on that sign at the end.
Now that's an idea for a light chandelier. It's an old mattress. This is the Dalton Gang's house.
Yeah, it don't notice it.
This might be a good pause moment. I don't think it is. Been warned not to go in there because it says private residence. I would be surprised if somebody's living in there at the moment, but maybe so. I'll respect the privacy. We all love a man cave. I'm saving the best to last. What an idea for a fountain. Scrap plumbing works, brilliant. Taps, pipes, T-joints, 90 degrees. What a brilliant idea for a fountain. Even an old shower head up there. So these are them two places. This is the preacher that recommended it to us, and here's the place with the address on it. That's the guy that recommended it to us. So thank you, preacher. That was absolutely well worth the little detour. Yeah, somebody's had a genius idea here, look. They put some bricks in the road, painted them yellow, called it a tourist attraction, and now we're all stopping to have a drink and a toilet break in this Hog's Hair Saloon. Oh no, Hog's Hot Rod Saloon. Do you do coffee?
I've heard one without alcohol.
Sit down. Party in the summertime. That mud wrestling, yellow wrestling, I've seen some of that back there. I'm Bruce.
Bruce.
From Joplin, Missouri.
And?
Kenny.
Kenny.
Kenny, I'm from here in Galena.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Brilliant. Yeah. Oh, we're doing Ireland next year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
West Coast.
This was the inspiration for the film Cars. The guy drove past, saw them, thought, oh, I'll make a film out with them in. And right at the side of that is the bordello where the madam used to take guests in and murder them.
Madam.
Here, Lee. This will be cheaper than I had in a car for you both. You used to be able to swim in here. Not anymore. And then up just up behind there, there's an old ship. I'll get a shot of that for you. This is also at the Blue Whale place. It must have been an old ship. There's a turnstile, so it'll have been a little attraction, won't it, for kids and that to go in. But this is in such disrepair, so nobody's going to fix it. There's a ramp up there. Easier to pull it down and start all over again. Probably reuse some of the wood. This is just on the outskirts of Tulsa. So we stayed in one of the roadside motels last night, and it cost £52. Double room, kitchen, bathroom, fridge, everything in there. Laundry service if you need it, ice, and then free coffee in the morning. £52 for both of us. I'm not big on baseball caps, but I've just found this, so I might try it for a while. See how I feel with it on.
Where have you got that from?
I found it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Everybody buys out.
No, you don't need to buy stuff when you've got an eagle eye and you can find things.
Gone for a pee in.
Yeah, come on, something nick me out.
Nick me out southeast towards Southwest Boulevard.
Alright.
US bicycle route 66.
We'll all be full of frigging bedbug bites.
Well, I thought I'd been
There's no wrong with that.
this morning with all these. I've got a rash on my chest. I thought I'd got bed bugs. They did say, didn't they? You know, when you're reading stuff about, you've got to be careful.
Yeah, you have got to be
My
careful.
head's itching now though. I'm kidding.
Check your beds before you get in, but they've all looked clean.
Yeah.
It's not
on.
dislikable.
I think it's alright actually.
It's got quite a nice taste to it.
What do you think, Trace?
I think it's alright, yeah.
It's got like a, it's like
Trying it
a,
out a bit now.
it's got like a peppery mushroom taste to it.
She said pepper in
She
it.
said there's pepper, yeah.
She said flour, water and pepper.
No.
Yeah, so this was an old shaving shop, but it's a gift shop now for the rock calf that we're having as breakfast in today. And I'm trying pancakes and blueberries with bacon on the side. And the owner's Beverly, and it's really nice in here. And she's just given us biscuits and gravy to try. Nah, it's not for me in biscuits and gravy. Flour and milk mix on top of a scone, like a white sauce. No, it's not really for me. Sugar anytime now. She's taking my through checks.
My name is Wendy. I'm from Northwest Indiana, and this is my family. This is Wayne Cooper. He's a famous Western artist.
All right.
And then this is his sister, Rachel, and then this is Fred.
It's absolutely nice to meet you.
Yes.
So what sort of art is it that you do?
Western art.
So can you Google it?
Yes.
So I've got your name there. Say the name again. Wayne Cooper.
Wayne Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, Western art.
Right.
You can get on his Facebook page and see some of his art, or you can just Google it. He's
Brilliant.
got 20 paintings in the Oklahoma Capitol building.
Right.
So.
So I met somebody famous as well.
Yeah.
So, this is Betsy. So, we think she's a woman.
Yeah.
So, if this was a woman, we named her Betsy. She's very hot. She's very heavy. She's a big lady. She weighs about 400 pounds. It's built about 1937 model, Wolf Grill. So if we had to replace Betsy today, it would be about $15,000.
Wow.
So we think it's about a 37 model. The restaurant was built in 39 and opened in 40. So in the 30s, the country was in a lot of trouble. We weren't doing very well money-wise. So I'm sure it wasn't new when they put it in here.
That was the Great Depression.
Yes, Great Depression. So when the cafe burned in 2008, completely gutted us with our fire, this was still here. So it was under a vent system. And when we got to the fire and moved the vent system off of it, that guy helped him and his dad got it out of the fire for us after the fire, moved the vent system off. This thing was sitting here. We had one just like this sitting here. The wooden handle was not burned. It was just sitting there.
Yeah.
So we got this out. We've had it welded on 2 times. In the 30 plus years the owner has had the restaurant, and it's been welded on right here in the grease trap because it was leaking oil over the pilot lights. So we've not really had much to do with it. You just clean it, turn it on. There's no temperature control. It's on and off. So you can't there's no electrical dial, none of that mess. Just gas.
Yeah, none of that stuff to go wrong. And they don't make them like they used to. They don't make them to last anymore.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you bought one today, I can guarantee you she's not going to weigh 400 pounds.
Yeah.
She's probably going to weigh 200. So the stand that sits on it is probably about 70 pounds. We've moved it in and out of the restaurant a couple of times to redo the floors. We're not moving it again.
Don't
We're
blame
all old now, and it's very heavy. So we're done with it. So it just, yeah, that's Betsy. And we, if you've seen some of the shirts over there, and I don't have one on today, we made a shirt mock-up of what we think she looks like. We have it on the menu. Like a 30s model pinup girl, because she's a 30s model.
Yeah.
So, but this is our claim to fame. This is the most important thing about the Rock Cafe, because if we lost this, we'd be in big trouble. So we can lose everything else, we just can't lose Betsy.
We've come across a bit of a picnic area. That's a proper fire pit. Oh, they obviously use this all the time. But they'll have parties and all sorts here, I suspect. It's like a bit of a picnic area. Oh look, there's a stage there. There's a stage there where the hillbilly bands play. What? Were you just about to say, Brett, stop it, people might hear you. Well, there's one thing, there's no need to worry about toilets on the way because they're all over. We just stopped at a liquor store up there and I bought some little cinnamon whiskey. And every shop up there, or every shop that we've been in so far, has had toilet facilities and they're happy for you to use them. They just say, yeah, sure, use it. And there's toilets there. So, MW, men, women. What the S stands for, I have no idea. But it's there. I'll just show you this fire pit and the feeling we get from everybody when we're talking to the sort of cafe owners and stuff like that. We just had to do a sort of 20-mile detour back up there because one of the bridges were closed, but they're strengthening it ready for 2026, which is the centenary, because the Route 66, the original Route 66 first opened in 1926, so it's the 100th birthday of this road. And I think they're sort of getting ready for it. I think this is going to explode, sort of. I'm being called there. Yeah, they clapped back with my wife. And a nod of the head like, come on, we're going. Yeah, so I get the feeling that this place is going to get really sort of busy. I don't know, some people seem to be investing a lot of money. The guy we spoke to a couple of days ago, the preacher, he'd just spent a fortune doing up his Boots Motel 66. Yeah, I think if you were going to buy a business on Route 66, now would be the time to buy and get it ready for 2026, and I think it's only going to get busier after that. But I don't know. It's not as if I'm a millionaire, so I don't know. But jump on the highway because we try to get down to Sandals and it's already sort of 4:30, so we've come off the old Route 66 to try and make up a bit of time. There's such massive distances between these, so we've got 93 miles to go to his next stop. There's a guy called Eric there that we want to see. Sorry?
The guy's called Harley.
To Eric. So we wanted to catch him, but we might not catch him. We'll see anyway. So it's an hour and a half down there, even on the fast road. That's how big this place is. Look how flat it is. You can see for miles. Everywhere's flat. There's no buildings. There's no hills. I say there's no hills. There's this big hill here. Look. Yeah, we always thought that in America the speed limit was 55 mile an hour, but it's not. It's 75 mile an hour on this, and ain't even a motorway, and even the trucks are doing 75 mile an hour. We've come nearly 100 miles since I last showed you this flat landscape. And again, it's still flat.
Welcome to America, guys.
Hi.
Hi. Listen, you're welcome to go any place in my building and take photos. Nothing is off limits other than my guitars, and you can take photos of those. You're welcome.
2 hours ago on Alice.
Oh, right.
Not 2 hours ago.
Oh.
This is the very first Route 66 sign posted in the state of Oklahoma from 1926. Yeah. You guys can hold it, play with it, and pass it around, and take photos with it.
I'm going to take a photo of you with it.
You can do that too.
How long have you been here? How long have you had this place?
38 years. This is me and my wife Annabelle when we started here in 1986, the black and white photo.
Wow. Young man.
Thank you.
Wait, in 19 when? How long?
1986.
1986.
And this sign was posted, and this sign, you got, oh, they feel good, baby, good for you. Yeah, I tell you for sure.
Do you want to keep one of them?
I tell you for sure, man.
We've got two.
No, I'll tell you what, I've got a little girlfriend that I go see when I'm not here.
Stand on the side.
You want to get in the middle?
In the middle.
You want both of us to work on you?
Why not?
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, I've got a little girlfriend that's about 66 years old, weighs 90 pounds, and my tits and hers are about the same size. Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'll be 79 in December.
December what?
Yeah.
December what?
You say what?
Wait, December what day? December.
What date?
What date in December?
13th of December.
13th.
I'm Sagittarius.
Yeah, I'm Sagittarius. I'm 20th of December.
Yeah.
I'm Sagittarius.
Yeah, are you a pervert?
Yeah,
Okay.
just like you. Me and you together.
You know, if you can smell under your armpit and pick your nose at the same time, you know you're a redneck.
Right.
If you can pick your nose and smell under your armpit at the same time and stick your finger up your ass at the same time, you know you're a pervert. Oh, I'm telling you, man.
So do you live here?
No, I live in the Redneck Castle / sanitarium behind my building back there.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
What a joy. A Union Jack as well, an English flag. Brilliant.
Say what?
A Union Jack as well, an English flag. Brilliant.
Well, that's because I had a group here from the UK a couple hours ago, orange and black Harley Davidson.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there was 25 of them. That's why these tambourines are out.
Right.
Yeah. And
That's a shame we missed that then.
Joint's only halfway smoked. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. It's so good.
Hey.
Did you go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
We just had a walk in the bathroom, yeah?
You didn't go to the bathroom?
No,
You
no.
didn't pee?
No.
You should have done that too.
What?
Got video camera in there.
He could have videoed it. He could follow you in there and video you.
I've seen it all before. I've seen it all before, mate.
Yeah, but it would be something you could share on Facebook so all of us could see.
No, I was telling him the other day, filming me getting into a jacuzzi. You need to keep that locked up.
I'm going to put this on YouTube. So, but
Well, good.
You're on
Put it
YouTube.
on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
This is amazing. So, have you collected all this, or was a lot of this here when you came
This is like
here?
a TV set.
Right.
Yeah, that me and my wife started designing years and years ago because of all the TV crews and tour groups that come in here. Most of them are from overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna push this one into me this time?
You get away with it, don't you? I can tell.
You say what?
You get away with all this talk.
Get away with what?
Just talking to the
Well,
girls.
it was her idea.
I know.
And I just took advantage of the opportunity that was offered me.
Why not?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll tell you for sure. Since your video, and I'll give you a little quick rendition of Route 66.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, I don't have I'll have to get a guitar strap here.
Yeah.
Sitting down for this.
I don't want to bend over to get that one because, you know, one of the girls might get ambitious. Yeah, I'll just throw this out for you guys just for the hell of it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, my goodness sakes alive, I can't believe what's going on in here today. We've got these dadgum perverts in here from the UK. They bought these dadgum slouchy, kiki, nasty nymphomaniacs with them. Man, they're in the redneck capital of the world, and they're getting their kicks on 66. But I'm going to let them get their nuts off while they're here, too. You better believe it. About like this. Oh, if you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, take the highway, it's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Quick winds from Chicago down to LA. More than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, you go through St. Louis and Joplin, Missouri, and Oklahoma City, she's Plenty, you'll see. Amarillo, Gallup to Mexico, Flags of Arizona, don't forget Winona, Beekman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Once you get hip to this timely drill, you made that California trip. Get your kick off Route 66. Get your kick on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. The trashy, sexy, kinky, nasty nymphomaniacs in the redneck capital of the world. Get their bumps, get snarls, tricks, fix some big bricks on 66. Yeehaw!
Thank you. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you.
What'd you think of that?
Brilliant.
Are you kidding me?
You can do better.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm sure
know.
you're gonna.
Huh?
The drive round curve. Thank you so much.
Say Thank you, baby. Bye.
Thank you. It's been an honour to meet you.
Man. Thank you, honey.
Yeah, that was very entertaining.
I tell you, I'm glad I'm able to do it.
That was so
you
good.
guys come back and see me again.
We will do.
You better.
Thank you. So good.
It's on 66. Thank you.
See you, Harley.
Bye, guys.
Fantastic.
I just throw that in for the fuck of it, you know. Why not?
Why not, indeed?
We've got reservations in a room for 2 tonight. There's going to be 4 of you in there. I can't believe it, how much fun you're going to have.
Wanted authenticity.
Maverick.
This one here, right hand side.
Maverick. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Your destination is on the right.
Oh, no, this is alright.
Yeah.
This is.
Look at that truck. Good.
That's dual truck as well, that.
Yeah.
Oh, don't upset anybody in here, whatever you do.
No, don't.
It looks like there's a lot of locals here.
Because he'll be chasing us tomorrow in that.
I hope we're next door to each other in here.
Oh, I don't know. Oh,
Do you know, I bet we're not this many.
What's up?
There's not many
pull into a
spare.
space.
I'm just going to park here, then we'll go up
Yeah.
and see what room we're in.
The truck driver Jewel.
I wish you
Yeah.
were.
If you see somebody get out at the side and you just see his boots walking this way. Right, let's see what 42 quid gets you. That's alright, that's what 42 quid gets you.
Correct.
And that includes breakfast as well, I've just found out. So what were breakfast? Biscuits and gravy, which we don't like. Scrambled eggs and waffles, don't they?
God bless America.
I do. Love it.
Yeah, what did I say to remember? Yeah.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh no, she's done it again. She puts in a
I
budget.
know.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
Good, thank
Fine,
you.
thank you.
I can't sit on the crack there, so I'll just...
I'll give y'all a few minutes to look over the journals.
Thank you.
4.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It just looks like a piece of steak, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's it, yeah.
Doing the full room.
Welcome to Texas. This place is absolutely fantastic. I like it. I've noticed yours first, but I noticed that one.
Everybody says that.
Yeah.
I've got some white on. $8.
$33.97. Okay. Thank you very much. Alrighty, guys. Well, y'all have a good trip, and thanks for coming in and seeing us. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is for, I won't say pissheads, but sitting outside an American motel room, having whiskey and wine, and planning tomorrow's excursion. The battery's going to run out any time now, so I'm just going to let this run until it runs out. I'll sit in a dock holiday chair and drink my cinnamon whiskey. What's this place called here?
Shamrock. Shamrock in Texas.
Yeah. Highly recommended. Well, this is absolutely one of the places I wanted to visit on my list. We all had sort of places we definitely wanted to go, and this is mine. This one, and standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. But this, yeah, I'm so excited about going in here. Barbed Wire Museum.
Well, there's a gallery and restrooms down that hall. That little room has pictures and stories of the Dust Bowl in the 1930s. Down this hall on the left is the Route 66 room. The big room is barbed wire and ranching history. And on the west wall of that room, on the north end, there's a door that goes into another room, and it's actually another gift shop.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just spoke to the owner, and that saddle down there, yeah, I love it. It is only $75, but it cost me a fortune to get it shipped home. But that'd look good in my bar. So you turn that handle, it runs across them rails, and it twists and knots your barbed wire fence together. And then I reckon you'd stick this contraption on the back of your pony and walk your pony. It'd do all the carrying, and that'd just spool out and lay your fence. So you put your stick in, twist your handle. That chain would drive all them gears and sockets, sprockets, or whatever they're called, with your wire through there, and then they'd twist and twist it around your fence. And then you'd move it on another stick and do it again. Oh, look at this, this is interesting. So that would have been a small tree at one point, and the barbed wire has been fastened onto it, and then over the years the tree's grown and grown round, so it looks like the barbed wire goes through the tree, but the tree's actually grown around it. And there's a slice. So in 1946 there was a wildfire, and that's sort of recorded in the grains of the wood, in the rings. 2006, that's the outside edge, look. could have been worse, couldn't it? I mean,
It just ends. It just
Just
stops,
ends.
doesn't it?
Yeah, you could go for 5 miles and
Yeah, and
you
then
just
it
get
just
hit one of them.
stops.
They don't warn you before. I mean, that end sign should have been before junction.
yeah.
But at least we've done one now.
Don't go, don't go.
Don't go where? No, I'm alright, it's a muck road.
So sometimes down these roads, you come to a road end sign, and then you have to turn around and go back. And now we're going to have to get on the highway. But it's only happened to us once so far. But it's an adventure.
Or do we go other side of the road? Back to there and go on other line.
Oh yeah. Go up there.
Go back over and come back
Over
down
the
on that
road.
line.
Come down on that alignment. Yeah.
Breakfast in that hard rock.
I don't know what's wrong with that road now.
No, I think we're going down to somebody's ranch. We might get.
He waved, didn't he, that fella back there. This might take you to that area, and that's it.
2 minutes.
What sort of wave was it? Alright.
Oh, we see somebody's
going
ranch.
like that, were it?
Everybody going like that?
Going like that.
Were they making a gun
Well,
sign?
it's same we can go straight on, but then it's bringing us back
Might
on.
end up with a flat tire.
Ah, if it's same we can go. Let's go, yeah.
Half the people in problem.
I don't want to go 10 mile down here and have to turn around and come back again.
No.
That is a risky mile to take.
Bring it down with you.
Why is
We might
that?
see better from Bravo this hill.
Yeah. We'll find out soon enough.
4-wheel drive, we're alright.
Yeah, just back up a bit.
We're going to have to go all the way back to that junction to come back over
It's
there.
one way. Isn't that one way?
Yeah.
It's alright. There's not.
It's alright.
That's going wrong way.
It's alright, I'll put lights on, they'll see me.
That's going wrong way though.
They'll see me coming with lights on.
I don't understand what we're doing.
I'm going to go the wrong way down the road for a couple of miles.
Oh.
We'll put headlights on, they'll see us. You
I
ready?
don't think you're allowed to do this.
I'm not so sure.
No.
I can either do that and risk it, or I can. It's up to you. Card will do it.
They're moving.
Card will do it, yeah.
Card will do it, no problem.
And we'll go a couple of mile back that
Is
way.
that rattlesnakes? Put your windows up.
Rattlesnakes.
You can hear them.
I don't know, because if you look on, if you look on that does end up going somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah, it comes back to that junction.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. It doubles back, doesn't it?
No, it can double back onto the junction, that's all.
And but we can still go.
I just can't understand why it's telling us it's 20 odd mile. Unless it's meaning you can't get to the other side.
Oh,
That junction was
don't.
cool, yeah.
I think we need to go on there and
back.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right, hold on.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're all right. No, I'm telling them to hold on.
Be careful.
Do it.
Look at
do it
size of
carefully.
wagons.
No, we'll be all right.
How's it going?
It's alright, but we'll come towards us. I'm going to do a left here now and go down here.
Right. Put your hazards on.
Do you think
Just,
so?
yeah, we're just going to go
Oh,
that
right.
way towards traffic.
Oh, whoa.
I see. We're back on now. We're good.
Hold on, Maya.
Right, we're back on route.
People have put that
Yeah, well, you wouldn't know, would you? Right. Yeah, come off here.
It's not telling us to.
Yeah, it's not telling us to come off, is it?
Can we get underneath? That's the question.
Yeah, we can turn left under here. Surely.
Turn left
Oh.
onto Johnson Branch Road, then turn left onto the I-40 West
There's
Route.
no behind me, so we'll have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do a left and stop. But can we get back up? That's the question.
Yeah.
Should be able to do, shouldn't we? I thought?
It looks desolate.
Yeah, no, down here,
Yeah,
under here,
I don't,
left.
Yeah, and left again and we're back on the
And then
highway.
we're back on highway.
Turn left onto
I like
the slip
pro
road.
ranchers here, aren't they?
One way, so we're going one way. Well, we only need to go one way, don't we?
Yeah.
Good right way, yeah.
Yeah, right, we're back on right track now.
Go on, I-
It looks like these crosses get sanded every now and again because there's obviously parts where they can't get the sand in there. Keeps them looking fresh.
I think these people will steal these about $150 piece. So I just put a lock on them, but you just snap it off and mash the button. They just come down, you try them out butter.
Wow.
10 minutes, I'll be out money.
That's good. So that's a reason to get drunk.
On you. And this is also the place, the Big Texan, where you can get the 72-ounce steak, and if you eat it all, you get it for none. So that's one of them eating challenges. I might have been able to do it 5-10 years ago. I'm not even going to attempt it now because I know I couldn't do it. This is the best barbecue I've ever seen. Are you looking for your tea, Dave? Are you looking for something to eat? Yeah? Yeah, we know what you like. How many layers, how many years of paint is on here? It's absolutely dripping off. People have been spraying on this for, I don't know, 50 years or something. Loads of these little trading things on the side of the road, just all over the place. It's just interesting to stop now and again and have a look. So yeah, buy, sell, trade. Don't think it's open. Trading post. I don't think it does. Just when they used to brand dinosaurs, Tracy. I've just tapped that as well. That's not like a fake, that is 2-inch steel plate that. That's a ton of muscle right there, that's a good healthy looking bull. actually are now on the Route 66 is the Bent Door Garage, and we're halfway through the Route 66, and this is the famous Bent Door. That is stunning. Yeah. Oh yes. Dave, just take us a picture. '57 Ford Thunderbird. Does anybody want to buy a car? Right, here we go. Fully restored. 1955 Oldsmobile. You're going to take a guess at the price and then I'll show you. And the price is $29,000. Yeah, the world's biggest flip-flop.
So all the flip-flops, all the signs, all that, we make all those, all handmade.
Yeah.
It's unique, certainly unique. I've not seen it all like this before.
Because our community is only 200 people. So I started putting this up and I hit a stumbling block, just being myself. The community came out in force.
And just helped you?
Yep, just helped.
Because, yeah.
Were they alright when you came from another state as well? They've been welcoming.
I'm sorry?
Was people welcoming?
Oh, here?
Not from,
Oh my gosh, Mexico is a wonderful place. That's you know, one of the reasons, because when we were traveling through, everyone was just so friendly. And we had actually, while traveling 66, you guys look for free camping or boondocking. There's a boondocking right here in San Home. It's free overnight parking in the and we stayed there twice. It was all during quarantine. We drove 66, stayed here, went on the end, then did it in reverse. Stayed here again. So yeah, this is where we're moving.
So you've bought this and bought a house close by?
Bought the gas station.
Yeah.
With intent to redo it.
Yeah.
And then have our little shop, put up a little flip-flop. But it was too crumbly. Had to tear it all down.
Yeah.
And in a panic, because we had already moved, bought a couple small little buildings, portable buildings.
Yeah.
And now that's what it's turned into. Buildings there, we got the bus.
It's okay, you've got the land now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So do you think like Route 66 is on its way up then? This is why you're doing this?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we have an online business. We sell on Etsy. We sell
We've heard about it.
racks.
Yeah.
And so this was just like a bonus.
Yeah.
It's not our primary income.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to put
But
something
you've got
up for
centenary coming up, haven't you? So that'll be a big thing. That'll draw in a lot of business.
a lot of people. A lot more people are coming through. A lot of groups, tours.
Yeah. And reviving and regenerating this area. You know, it's got to be good.
It's coming around now. Somebody bought a piece of land over here, and they're thinking about putting in a little food truck. Restaurant starting up. Tucumcari. Are you guys going east or west?
Yes. Yeah, we're going to Tucumcari.
Yeah. Well, this is 66. You just stay at it the whole way.
Yeah, we will do.
Me and my husband 5 years ago we did that.
Oh, nice. Is that why you have the ink on it? Right? You have
Yeah. Is property expensive?
What's that?
Is property expensive around here?
It's not expensive, but it's hard to get people to pass with it.
What?
Nobody wants to sell.
Nobody wants to. Oh, right. Yeah.
No. This land over here, do you want to sell it? You're not doing nothing. It's all full of garbage. Nope.
Yeah, okay. So all these abandoned gas stations then, they're just owned by somebody and they just don't want to sell them.
This building right next to me, I'm begging the owner to sell to me. I'm begging him. Please sell this to me.
And you'd rather keep hold of that like that?
Yep, no, ain't got time for me.
No?
Have a look in the school bus.
Community.
Have a look in the school bus.
Oh, sure, there's really nothing in it right now.
I've never been in one.
If it's okay for me to ask, how much would that cost?
I'd give him $1,600.
What?
Wow.
It's going to cost $20,000 to get rid of the building.
Yeah.
It's
much?
It's cheap.
$1,600. How much would that be in England? That would be.
About 14.
Oh no more. That'd be.
Oh,
that'd
no,
be
you mean in English price?
That'd be £50,000. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'd be buying the land as building land, but I guess it's all relative because it's where you are.
Yeah, it's
but
where
yeah, you can't buy anything for less than 50, 100 grand in the UK.
Now, like where? What part? Down by Ramsgate or in London?
Everywhere in England. London.
London would be like ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Well, look at the bus, right?
Yeah, please.
That's what it looks like inside of a school bus. With no seats. A pew, though.
A pew, yeah.
Well, you can live in that.
Yeah, we're going to see these little buildings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's my house, my bathhouse, my shop, and my shop.
Right.
And then this will be living area.
Yeah.
And here comes the welcoming crew.
Hello, gorgeous. Oh, he looks a bit bigger.
You're missing out.
Do you want a cuddle? Where are you coming?
Is that an old stove? An old wood burner?
What's that?
Is that an old stove? It is, isn't it?
Yep.
An old wood burner.
Hello, baby.
So what we're going to do is, see, I got a bunch of junk, like Wagon Wheels, Route 66 memorabilia.
Yeah.
Let's look back at all that. That's what they'd rather do with their property here.
That's amazing.
Walkway.
Yeah.
This, since we're going to live in here, give you a little rundown. This is going to come from the door.
Yeah.
And close this. But leave this. I'm going to put a skeleton in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And then along the fence and along the back of the flip-flop, I'm going to have all my stuff. Open air. I got a wagon wheel. I got a whole axle. Different stuff. So a washing machine. Put that for like a little museum.
Yeah.
And then the back of the flip-flop, notice.
Oh yeah, tires. That's what these tires are for. So this is the bottom of your flip-flop. Wow.
Come off of Route 66 down in Tucumcari. There's a tire station down there, and he gives me his tires. And I'm using pennies for washers.
I just love the resourcefulness of everything. It's like, right, we need a bottom for the flip-flop. Let's use these tires.
Perfect. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, this is all well piped.
Also, from bringing the water up from the wells.
So what I did is I have 3 feet in the ground on each one.
Yeah.
And that's 80 pounds of cement per pole. And I go, wind blows out.
Gonna say, because the wind, I can feel the wind now, and that was my first thought. I'm thinking.
This is not a wind. This is
Yeah.
not a wind day.
When the wind gets under that could, that means anchoring down.
This, if the wind or the Mother Nature's going to take this, it's going to take that.
Yeah.
All that's going to go too.
Yeah.
So it's not the,
Yeah. It is, isn't it? Yeah. It's brilliant.
Did you guys stop at Russell's Car Museum on the way
Yes,
in?
we've just stopped there. That was our last stop.
Yeah, I fill in there occasionally.
Yeah.
For like the older guys, sort of.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I work there too.
Oh, you work there as well?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know where the guy was?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Right.
This looks totally different than what it went centenary. This will all be totally different then.
Well, we're coming back in 5 years, we said, didn't we? We're going to let it change a bit and then come back and do it again. So.
Now, I think Tucumcari's coming around. There's some nicer places. Some people are buying buildings. Legalization of marijuana here has brought in money. Yeah. So some of the dispensaries down there are starting to redo buildings, bring back the 66 vibe. A lot of murals are coming back. You'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really pretty.
Has anybody videoed for YouTube before for you?
Video for me?
For you, yeah. Do you want to just say your name and your flip-flop and I'll stick it on my channel?
I'm not real good on camera.
Well, you've been brilliant so far, to be honest. Just say I am.
All right, so my name's Juma. This is San Juan, New Mexico. Me and my wife, Corinne, started the world's largest flip-flop. We did this for, well, it's my love of my wife and her love of flip-flops.
We're sitting down at the world's largest flip-flop for our key lime pie and, what's that?
Coconut pie.
Coconut pie. And these could be my new favourite puddings.
They may as well.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
God, I can't see any sun. I have to make one of these.
So my
That's custard, isn't it?
It's like a vanilla slice, but better. Too hot for you, Lee?
Eh?
Too hot for you?
It's too hot there for me, sick.
Right, this is an old ruined grocery store. What's special about this is they needed a roof, so they got old oil cans, flattened them, and that's what the roof is. That's why it looks so rusty. There's a barbed wire fence and I think it's keep out. I'd actually go in because there's a hole there. To be honest, I'm a bit scared of rattlesnakes. Not that I'm scared of snakes, I'm scared of getting bit by a rattlesnake. So I hope I'm getting close enough for you to see that rusted roof made out of flattened oil cans. We're actually at our next stop, Blue Swallow Hotel on Route 66, New Mexico. That last place I just went in, that motor museum, I was talking to the guy on the sort of reception there, and he was telling me that they've got 96 vehicles in their collection. So there were about, I don't know, a dozen in there or so, and every year they swap around, so every year there's going to be something new in there. Apparently the same guy owned the whole lot of that, because it was like a motorway service station with a cafe, a gift shop and petrol pump station and all that. But I think he said he sold it last year to TA truck stops, and he just kept the museum part. So yeah, well worth a visit. Again, free. We put a donation, I think my wife put $5 in. But it's just good when they're not asking you for money. And then we went down to that flip-flop ranch. San Juan.
San Juan, place of the world's largest flip-flop.
We've just been to the largest flip-flop in the world.
You've been there?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, mate. Did you see Juma?
Yeah, we spoke to him.
Yeah, we were talking to him. Yeah.
I'm gonna put him on my YouTube
Did he
channel.
mention Ringo?
No, I didn't. Is it Aston's?
Flip-flop.
We're all going to check
40
it out.
feet long, 15 feet high on Old Route 66. Right across from someplace else in bar we used to eat. Got a gift shop and everything. Did you buy some in the gift shop? Get
Yes,
your hat pin?
yes, we did.
Where's your hat pin?
No, we bought a flip-flop.
Did you just buy flip-flop?
Yeah, but I'm going to give him some good advertising.
Oh, yeah.
Based on their accent,
Please.
I think they're from New Jersey.
New Jersey across the pond.
Across the pond. Across the pond.
Didn't he say from?
You sounded from, well, you know my name's Ringo.
Yeah.
I hope you're not John and this ain't Paul. No? Okay,
No,
I'm sorry.
unfortunately not.
The other guy's from Tombstone. Your ass is mud.
Yeah, I'm Johnny Ringo. Now that Ringo Starr, that dude.
Didn't Lorne Green write a song about Ringo?
Drums, but still ain't that dude.
I saw a deal on Facebook the other day, and I don't remember who he was playing with, but it was obvious it was pretty recent. I mean, he looked older than you and me. That's bad.
Who did Ringo?
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be 80 years old now. Yeah.
He still hammered on skin.
Yeah.
Where in England are you from?
Yorkshire. Have you heard of it? It's right in the middle of England.
I've heard
It's
of
like our LA suburb.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Hollywood no more?
Yeah.
It's part of LA and San Diego.
Yeah.
Don't I can't believe I came from the flip flop, dude. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the ladies in the hood.
Is that alright? Where's Brett?
Yeah. I'm waiting for my haircut and my shave.
Can you believe your bald old man came in here to get a haircut? We got this first rattlesnake skin in the fridge right now. We're supposed to spread it out today and start to finish tanning it. But rattlesnake gun?
Yeah,
I just wondered how dangerous are they? What happens if I got out of the car and got bit by a rattlesnake?
Get your ass to the hospital.
Hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
Hunt them, don't step on them.
That's it. They don't attack you.
Don't go out really.
Would they attack you?
Yeah,
No, they're
I
not
won't
gonna
get out.
like seriously come at you.
Yeah.
But if you walk up and now they're not rattling too much anymore, they just bite your ass.
I would say with a name like Ringo, he's got to be famous somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
When I first came in here and then I found out his name, I was like, what? Because I've heard of that guy Ringo.
Long Green did that song, didn't he? Ringo.
Crazy kid from the town down the road.
And he got married too.
I come in here and still hear stories about me.
I was expecting him to be a lot younger, the stories, but
To be fair, he
no
looks a lot
offense,
younger
right?
now he's had his haircut.
No offense.
Me, how you couldn't offend me if you kicked me in the teeth?
Oh yeah.
So that was a complete coincidence, the meeting that guy Ringo in the barber shop who helped Juan build the world's largest flip-flop. A complete coincidence. I was in there for ages. I didn't end up getting my haircut and a shave because it got that late. My wife wanted to come and check in the hotel, so I said I'd go back another day. Whether I'll get a chance or not to have a haircut and a shave, I don't know. Last night we stayed at the Blue Swallow Hotel, one of the hotels from the 1940s. And I've just been speaking to the owner, Robert. Lovely fella, so interesting, as they all are, so interesting. And I was saying, you know, that back home, if you saw old cars and things in people's gardens, you know, it'd be considered scruffy, you know. The council would probably make them get rid of it after a while. Flies. It's 6:30 in the morning. I've just come for a coffee, by the way, which is all free at the Blue Swallow Hotel. But he's saying why they do it here. They don't get rid of stuff, and I'm like, I thought, well, I mean, it looks cute, it looks good, it looks well, it looks in place, and they don't get rid of stuff because some of it is like, well, that's my grandfather's tractor that's at the side of the barn, and it's ruined and knackered and it's got weeds and trees growing through it, but they keep it, and because maybe they'll need a part of that at some point because it's not worth selling. When I was speaking to Joan yesterday about the land at the side of his property, and he said that, you know, this is worth $1,600. Well, why would you sell that for $1,600? Because that's nothing, is it? You know, it's nothing. It's a week's wage for some people. So why? Yeah, exactly. Why would you sell? So now I understand more about why they would keep these things. You know, that's my grandmother and grandfather's old house. It's falling down in wreck and ruin, but they own the land and they've built another house at the side of it. So that makes sense to me now, why you see all these things, all these classic cars just left to go to wreck and ruin. I just thought that were interesting. Anyway, I don't know where we're going. We've got 170 miles to do today. In that direction, west, we're going to something called the Blue Hole, so we're going to have a swim in there, and then I'll catch up with you later. I'll enjoy my coffee. Right, I've absolutely got to show you this. It's a barbecue and fire pit built about 10-15 years ago. A lot of auto parts on it. So it's a fire pit, and then you've got this special key, basically, that you put on there. Push down and pull. So you're cooking your food on there, you stick your key in when the food's done and it swizzles round and everybody helps themselves, and then you can use that as a fire pit. and then when you're finished, that's the key. You just swizzle it straight back round. How clever is that? This is what is known as the Blue Hole swimming point. Oh, look at that! Flipping it.
Yeah, are we going in?
Yeah, what makes me way out here? Go. Oh, you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad.
The worst part is the idea.
That's alright. Oh, I still got your vest on.
Well,
I thought you were going to what they call it? Refuse at their flats.
Oh, there's a roof.
Yeah.
If there's no roof, I'm alright. I think he's the last roof.
Yeah, go on, let's set up, yeah.
right, we're just about to do the musical road. So it's a rumble strip on the side of the road that you have to hit at 40 miles an hour and it plays a tune, so let's hopefully we can get it. Yeah, this is it here. There, you want to be on white, don't you?
Go. Oh yeah.
I think that was it.
That was so good though, I didn't expect to hear it.
No.
Good. Try it again. The musical highway.
We got it, didn't we?
Yeah, you're good.
This is what we call mountain climbing the easy way.
Comes down swing and sway.
You go around that way.
Just look over.
There's a king.
We're just about to pass by the other cabin, marking the halfway point of our trip up the mountain. Go ahead and wave at them.
Not too close to the end street. Are you sure? Yeah, not close to the edge. No, a little bit further. Yeah, so here we are at the top. And for the adventurous amongst you, if you go down that way, that's on the left hand side. That's an 8-mile trek down to the bottom. I've just been round there and it's nice, it's beautiful. I think it'd be an easy do that. Coming up on the cable car and then trekking back down if we had more time, but we just ain't got the time today. So maybe another one for the bucket list one day. Yeah, it's this way. Apparently there's a stone-built cabin down here. I don't think it's far. I don't think it's far. Do you know what? There's that much to do here. I bet you could do a month in each state. So that might be one for the bucket list in future. All right, we'll just have a look round this corner, see if it's any good. Oh yeah. Have we got it all to ourselves? You feeling adventurous? Incidentally, that cable car cost us $35 each. That's not bad, is it? 15-minute ride up, 15-minute ride down. Probably half an hour at the top. There's a cafe and everything at the top.
It's absolutely amazing. It is everywhere we've been. Oh yeah, she texted me this morning. She what? She's coming with us. All right then. Right, we'll let you get off. We need to go find Auntie Lee. We're getting a bit thirsty. Your dad's nearly had me off the end of a mountain. Huh?
So we're in Albuquerque and we've had Better Call Saul and now we've got Hurt Call Bert. Apparently this is the old town. Yeah, we messed up last night. We should have turned right instead of left out of that hotel. We turned the wrong way. We should have come to the old town. So if you come to Albuquerque, come down the old town. So we're in New Mexico now, Albuquerque. We've got 139 mile-ish to do, not counting sort of detours off the track to see things, up to Gallup, Hotel El Rancho. So we'll see what that's like. It's possibly a tiring holiday, this. It's not a relaxing holiday, because you know, you're in and out of your car, bringing your suitcases into the room every day, packing up, unpacking, packing up. So it's not a relaxing. It's brilliant, you know. There's a lot to do, and I'm surprised how much we've packed in the time we've been on the road. But there's big things to come. We've got Rio Grande to come. We've got the Grand Canyon. There's still a lot to come. So we'll see you tonight. This is what they call an RV park. So there's loads of these en route. So if you were doing it in an RV, plenty of places to stay. But this is quite a well-known
Let's
one.
got it. I'll start it.
This is a display of how it used to be. Yeah. And this little darling's called Evelyn. And my grandma was called Evelyn. And this is the modern way of doing it. This is the famous Owl Rock. 5 years ago when my sister came, she couldn't find it, so she parked up a little bit down the road to read the map. And apparently a crazy old woman came out and started chasing them up the road, accusing them of taking pictures and stuff. And she actually called the police on them. And they carried on driving down the road and pulled in at the next sort of service station. And the police came and found them, took the camera and took the phone and just started going through the phone to see, make sure they not took any pictures of this crazy woman's house. Apparently the cop was massive, big Indian fella, and he said it was fine. He says we know who she is. Just check your camera. So there's not going to be a problem. We stopped to get a picture of the car going through that arch up there, as I've just shown you. But there's a market here, so we're just having a look around. It's like because it's Saturday, so it's like a traditional Saturday market, the looks of it.
My name is Jacob Porter, custom etching and gifts. I do El Coyote jerky as well. We have leatherwares, we have thin and crispy jerky, we have engravings on cups, we have custom made ghosts, we have hats. If you ever have a chance to stop by Custom Etching and Gifts on Santa Fe, please come on through in Grand New Mexico.
What is that, Dave? Is that lemonade?
Yeah, homemade lemonade.
Go on, taste it and tell me what you think.
Yes, right there.
Oh, that's nice.
Is it sweet?
Lovely.
Do you want the red or the lines?
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
Do you need a bag for that?
Weird. What would you call that? What?
This is a
vegetable box.
This is an orange crate.
An orange crate. Do you mind if I video you? Homemade orange crate.
They date back to before when they were kids.
When they were kids.
When they
yeah.
were kids.
So that box there is 60 years old.
He's a baby.
Brilliant. Such resourcefulness. Continental Divide. I'm looking forward to seeing this. That's that train I videoed earlier on. This is the train I videoed earlier on. It's caught up with us. We passed it and then it's caught up with us again. So this is the Continental Divide, or otherwise known as the Great Divide. So the rain that falls here can go one of two ways. It can go that way to the Pacific, or it can go that way to the Atlantic, which I think is brilliant. And I remember years ago, we live in West Yorkshire, and we'd gone over to Lancashire, so we'd gone over the Pennines one day to visit this park. And I just had this feeling that the rivers were running the wrong way, and it sort of occurred to me, yeah they are. The rivers on the left-hand side of the Pennines run west towards the Atlantic, and the rivers on our side of the Pennines in Yorkshire east. So anyway, that's sharp here. I found another hat, so that's 3. I'm going to build a display case for these, so this is going to be my memento for Route 66. All these hats that I find, so that's 3 now. What else? Oh yeah, the guy that was selling the jerky. I'd already bought some jerky at a truck stop, and I wasn't going to buy any jerky off him. But when I looked at the jerky I'd bought, it were $8 for 3 ounce, and he was selling 20 ounce jerky for $10, or 3 20-ounce jerkies for $25. So I bought 3 packets of jerky off him, and I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it'll be even better than the stuff I bought at the truck stop. Right, we're still in New Mexico. We've got one night to do, still in New Mexico, and then we're going into Arizona. So we're stopping at Gallup tonight at the El Rancho. So we'll see what that's like when we get there. I've just found this sign. I think this explains it a little bit better than that one up there. Well, we've just come to book in at this El Rancho Hotel in Gallup, and I just said, I'm going to have to go back and get my camera. It's beautiful. Wait till you see this. Oh, I did buy that hat, by the way, so there's 2 hats I've got now. But this is the leather one. This is the one I wanted. I wish I hadn't bought the other one. But, you know, you live and learn. So I've got one for work and one for best. Wait till you check this hotel out. We've even got a swimming pool at this place. Oh, look at that, that'll do. This has got to be the best one we've stayed in so far. It's absolutely beautiful. So that was El Rancho in Gallup. Beautiful, beautiful hotel. One of the nicest hotels I've ever stayed in. Probably not the most expensive, but for my style, I just love that. All the cowboy stuff. Right, so we get this on. Do you think we could save up and do it in one of these next time? There's loads of this kind of stuff on the route. This is an abandoned, I don't know, what would you call it? I don't know. Just an abandoned place. But this one's for sale. I'll try and get a price. I'll have a look on the internet and try and get a price to see how much this is. Must have been an old pancake house. I wonder if this were like some kind of attraction and somebody tried to make it look like an old fort, you know, like in the old westerns and stuff. With all this, especially with that up there sort of thing. I'll try and get a price and see how much this would be to buy.
I do water that run through there at one time. That probably does it winter.
I thought it was there, look, because I'm
Yeah, it's on it.
No, this is an old bridge.
It's beautiful, isn't it? We've actually just come into the Petrified Forest, but we're only going to have something to eat and just have a look around the gift shop sort of thing, because we ain't got time to go through it. But I mean, to be honest, it's not my kind of thing anyway. No, that sounds a bit naff, but I think once you've seen a petrified wooden tree, then I don't think we need to spend 2 hours walking around it in the sun or driving around it, whatever you do. So it'd just be more of this sort of thing. But I'm guessing if you're interested in that kind of thing, it would be interesting. There's a slices of the Petrified Forest for sale.
As we've added these new lands,
they're $700.
One of the things I see in the future is
there is a video explaining everything you need to know about it, and it's a 20-minute long video on a loop, so you can get all the information from there.
We have evidence of human occupation going back at least 13,000 years.
In order to survive, people used petrified wood for thousands of years to make stone tools, including arrowheads, spear points, and scrapers.
I don't know why it is, I just find stuff like this fascinating. You know, is that a replica, or is that an original sort of wagon that was pulled by these pioneers across America? There's some more petrified wood here, and apparently what happened over millions of years, these trees fell down and then the floodplains flooded, and the minerals in the water and the iron infused itself into the wood and turned the wood into stone, basically. Gift shops, and I bet the most spoken word in there by blokes is, I could make that for you. No, don't buy it, I'll make it. I'll make you one of them. I must have said it to my wife about 10 times. Yeah, of course you can, Brett, you'll make everything you want. I'm like, but these are handmade. You can make them. And I'm sure most of the stuff in there you can make. And then we've gone from the Petrified Forest to the world's largest petrified tree. These are all on Route 66, so you're missing no one. It takes 5 minutes to stop and take a picture of these.
It happened about 50,000 years ago. We believe it came in from the east, and it came in fast. 26,000 miles an hour fast. To give you an idea how fast that is, if you were to get on an airplane in LA, you would arrive in New York in 5 minutes. It hit with the energy of a 20 megaton bomb and created the crater in just 10 seconds. The crater itself is about a mile in diameter, but to give you an idea how big that is, imagine 20 football games being played simultaneously on the floor while 2 million people watched inside.
And this is a lifetime's ambition right here. It's alright. Just do your thing there.
So, here, we'll take turns and then those guys can get in here. Well, I'm just going to set it up for us. Okay, here it is.
Well, it's been a lifetime. I've always wanted to come to this corner and never thought I would, so this is a massive box ticked for me. Standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, and a flatbed Ford slowing down to take a look at me. My favourite lyric in a song ever. And there's the flatbed Ford right there. And there's the reflection in the window. The eagle up in the window there, look. Absolutely fantastic. Lifetime ambition completed. Right, everybody's gone shopping this morning for some stuff for tonight's meal because we're driving up to Monument Valley today. It's a long drive and it's one of the most expensive hotels we're staying in. I think it's about £200 a night, and the restaurant there is very expensive, but because the room's so expensive, it's actually got a veranda, I think, that's overlooking the desert and stuff. So what we're going to do, we're going to buy some food here. We need some water anyway, so we've stocked up on water. So we're going to buy some food here and make his own sort of tea for tonight and sit on the veranda and have a few drinks up there. So that should be nice, and that'll save us a few quid. Otherwise we'd have been spending £100 each on a meal, £100 per couple on a meal. So it just makes sense really. And you know, when you're doing this for a month, you can't eat out every night and drink, especially when you don't do that normally, do you? You know, you don't do it at home, so you spend 30 days eating out and drinking every night. It gets a bit monotonous at some point. So that's the plan for today. Drive up to Monument Valley and have a bit of a meal of our own making. Right, I'll see when you get up there. It's a long drive, I think 200 odd miles, 240 miles, something like that. Twin arrows from the Forrest Gump film. Unfortunately there's only one left because one's gone, but they were made out of two old telegraph poles. Look at this, we've stopped at a Burger King and everybody's having Burger King. And I'm doing it on beef jerky and water like a proper pioneer. Because you've got to earn the right to wear these cowboys hats. So we've just driven 240 miles off the Route 66 to come to Monument Valley, and this is what we've come for. That road. Right, this is a 15-mile loop, and they say to allow an hour and a half to 2 hours to do it all.
That's a 4x4?
Yeah.
So it's a bloody Jeep, that.
There's one behind, wasn't there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let him come up.
Let him come up, I'll get it on video.
Do we have to come back up this way?
Yeah. Go on, lad, go on, go on, go on.
He's struggling.
Wow.
Jesus.
We're late with it. He's not four-wheel drive.
These are the two mittens, that's the west mitten and that's the east mitten. This mountain is called Spearhead Mesa. Mesa is Spanish for table. What's sticking up in the distance is the totem pole. This is known as the window. And this is the thumb.
I'm doing it anyway.
Right, go for it, Dave. I'll film you from back. Just go around that corner and stop. They've left me in desert to die. I don't even know where they are. I'm like Forrest Gump trying to run Monument Valley. Let me in. Left me in desert to fucking die.
I says I go to the top of that hill. I says entrance over there. Entrance is miles away.
Oh.
So I thought you'd have stayed there for me, come back down and then film me coming back up again.
I thought, oh, they've just forgot about me. Oh, like Forrest Gump trying to run Monument Valley.
Turn around halfway because they've shut gates, so they're not letting you back in now.
Oh, and everybody's driving past me, I'm trying to film a lift.
Oh.
This is our room tonight. Golding's Lodge. And here's the room. It was just short £200 a night, but you get your own balcony and you get this lovely view. You can't tell on this balcony, but it's really windy, so you're shielded from wind. Focus. You're shielded from wind there. You can probably hear the wind in the background, but we're gonna wake up in the morning to a sunrise. Well, all in all, that will be a 480 mile round trip from the Route 66, a detour up to Monument Valley to see what we've seen today. And what it worth it? 100,000% it was worth it. That was absolutely fantastic. You know, it's a once in a lifetime thing that will probably never come here again. It was just brilliant. But what a harsh environment, you know. It's bad enough these days with modern amenities, running water, electric and stuff like that, and cars to get from place to place, let alone jumping on a horse. I've got sand in my ears, well I did have, in my ears, in my hair, down my shorts, in my t-shirt, everywhere you could think of, because the wind is so harsh, it's like being sandblasted. So, you know, you can only imagine what it was like 200 years ago, how these people lived. It must have made hard people. They must have been hard people. In fact, I'll tell you how hard I think they are. I've been out there one day and I've just had a bath and a shower and got myself cleaned, and I dried myself with a bath mat and I didn't even notice. That's how hard it's made me today.
Did you get this at home? Yeah. Different types. One's called bulls.
Oh yeah, seen that. We had that at somebody's house once, that bull.
Cheers everybody. What a fantastic day it's been today.
Cheers. Cheers. Another amazing, brilliant day.
Yeah, well worth the 480 mile detour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Trace. Don't go straight into it. We'll have to see some dinosaur tracks. These are all traditional tools and weapons, made stone, wood and leather. So we've just drove down from Monument Valley and it's like being in a different country. The landscape's totally changed. It's pine forest and we're going into Arizona, so there's going to see some bears and stuff. Bit of a drive-through safari. Yeah, you've definitely got to stop if they're walking in front of you.
Oh, yeah, haven't you? You can't knock them over.
He's been hit before, he's only got one arm.
Ooh. Don't go forward, David.
Why?
Because he's coming to you.
If you come in each car, I've got to move. I'm going to have to move.
Yeah. That noise she makes right there, come here every single time I give her a piece of food. So with Gretchen here, she's a different species from Zazu, but still a born. Now, chopsticks here is what is referred to as a red-legged Seriama, and I had never heard of these guys before I started working here at Arizona. And you will notice he is kind of a unique looking bird, right? Doesn't really look like anything else we have here in North America. I would say his most closely related bird would be a roadrunner, although they don't really have any close living relatives right now at this point either.
He could jump on you there, Tracy, from there. Easy. Easy.
Come back before, aren't I?
That's his comfy spot.
Yeah.
This was quite good today. It was $30 each in, and it was a bit of a safari that you had to drive around. And then it's essentially a zoo, but somewhere you could stay all day, and you can drive around the safari as many times as you like for $30. But yeah, if you bring your family here, you could stay all day. So it's Bear Arizona.
Ready? Whoa, 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 whoa! You can't get low in the middle of a gunfight? We gotta get the rules straight. Rules? What rules? Rule number 1! Yeah, what's that? I win!
We've got a big day today, it's Grand Canyon Day. It's cost us $70 each and we're going on the train. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slow it down and take a look at me. Come on, baby. Don't up the stairs, just keep moving to your right. You're on a paved.
Never seen all like it. Never seen anything like it in my life. Massive, huge.
Have a stupid. Have a stupid phone. You can like get a donkey and like pick a little donkey.
I've just been talking to an American lady and she just told me that 9 people have died this year already. Taking photographs, getting too close to the edge, taking selfies and leaning back too far. Oh, squirrel there, look. It's just gone down. I'm not going to chase it. Look at this. This is how close you can get to the edge. I'm not going to go too close. It's quite a drop. See this fallen twisted log? This is where the wind, as the tree grows, the wind blows on it and it twists it slightly all the time and they grow twisted. We get these in England sometimes. Oh my God.
Don't forget that's not the bottom, you have another ridge to go over where that path stops, look.
Not going any closer. I'm not going any closer than that. Don't stand up.
Yep, I'm going to stand up here.
The trees are so arid and dry. No wonder they have bushfires here. Wildfires. Officially, my favourite tree. This is the nicest tree I've ever seen.
See that house down there?
Oh my God.
See the house there, look.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. Solar panels, isn't it?
Yeah, there's something next to it, whatever it is.
Just heading back down to the train now. I've had 3 hours here, so it was a 2 hour ride up on a train, 62 miles, something like that, maybe a little bit over. And we've had 3 hours here, so that was plenty really. I think we've probably walked about 5 miles or whatever. Back to back this morning to bring up with some food and some water in it. But well, I didn't bring it. I didn't end up bringing it. All I brought was one bottle of water and stuck it in my map pocket. Refilling stations up here whenever you want. There's food up here if you want it, but I just brought 2 chocolate bars and no fire, so that was enough. So we've got a 2 hour trip back home now, back down to the Canyon Hotel. Well, I'd say it was £70, but it was a day out, so it's good value for money.
Coming to the right, and there's some cold water up on the cooler already poured. Thank you. Thank you. You don't want
I'm standing on a corner in Arizona, such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, going down, take a look at me. Come on, baby, mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. No, they'll never stay home, they're always alone. When there was someone they loved.
Smart feller, look at that. Oh, it's better have it needed, not needed. Up here. I know what type of video you're getting down here. That's stuff right there.
He's already robbed me.
He got the big bills. I'm here for the change. I keep on being, oh, nice. They don't cost Cataract Creek Gate for nothing, folks. You don't take phones. It's not even how to use those things. Come on, boys. Nice. I got the big bill. You get the change. Smart move. That way I'm running the train and not you. All right.
What a good idea for a porchway entrance, a car bonnet. Well, I didn't manage to get a shave unfortunately because this gentleman, Angel, retired in 2022 at 95-year-old, so who can blame him? And that board there is the board that he used to sit children on that weren't tall enough to sit in his chair. And then we've got all his barbering equipment here. Well, never mind. I didn't manage to get a shave because Angel, the barber who were hoping to get the shave from, retired in 2022 at the age of 95. And who can blame him? So we've come for breakfast at the Roadside Cafe instead.
Oh, thank you guys.
When they come to watch a show, is informed by the things that are on the station. I think that's...
Judy Shoes Men's. We've got back off the highways now and we're back on the old Route 66 road, which has got a load of these small towns with these little curio shops. We stopped at this one. My sister stopped it 5 years ago and she bought a calendar so she wanted to look. So I'm just in the sort of back garden and looking at his, well, I say his, whoever's it was. I'm assuming it were a bloke's workshop at some point. Right, we're just about to start entering the mountains now. If you're going to be on your way up to Oatman, I will recommend you go to the toilet before you get anywhere near, because it's a long drive up and I think these are the last toilets before you get there. Can I go in there? How bad is it, Tracy?
She's wrenching. It is bad. That is disgusting. Oh, God, I've got tears in my eyes.
Hold on, just open the door so I can get a shot.
Right, you don't want that. Oh.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? God, I'm going to them up every week, day of the week, and be at home at work. I hope it does. No.
There was some toilet roll in it, to be honest.
No, that won't work. Do you enjoy that?
Oh,
yeah, but you're relieved, aren't you?
Yeah, I feel better, but that were horrible. Oh, Jesus.
Not even started yet.
Started.
Really? Look at them mountains. Look at that there. Like Monument Valley, isn't that? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, look at them steps.
this is
there.
that pond. I bet a pound this is that pond.
Ooh, let's go up here then.
What?
There's a lake up here that you always miss.
We're going up them steps?
Yep. I bet that's it. I wanted to see this.
My brother-in-law's right. There's a pond up these steps here. So we're going to go up there and you can get it by that fish. I'm assuming that's what that fish on that road means. You thought it were going to be big enough to swim in? I don't think so. Yeah, they do. Yeah, definitely the burrows come up there. It's not too far up if you want to come and have a look up. What good spot that, Dave, good spot.
Stop there, stop there.
Have you got any snap for it?
No. No, you can't get on rubbish.
No.
Yeah, though, innit?
Hello, mate. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
If you haven't got a ticket, you're not coming in.
And what's ticket? It's a gherkin. It's a bit of food.
Ticket, mate.
Hello, mister.
I'm sorry, I ain't got a ticket.
Oh.
You want some snap, Lee? We ain't got it, have we?
Oh, I can give you a gherkin. Oh, no.
No.
What about a cracker? Yeah, we've got a cracker in there, good child. Oh, hi.
I think we're at the top. That didn't take very long at all. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it were going to be.
It's like Italian jumping in.
a nice registration plate for VW. Go on, show us how easy it is, Trace.
Yes.
Ah, it's not easy.
No, that's the way that I use it. Alright. Okay.
That's where it brushed itself against the barbed wire fence.
Just like that.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll get that in a bag.
Which one's that?
Somebody tell him what he's supposed to shoot on.
Three.
Totally.
Arizona.
Right, that's Oatman done. We have not got a hotel room booked for tonight, so we're going to have to find somewhere. And look at this. Roadkill hat number 4 found in Oatman. My sister actually found it for me, so thanks. As I said, we're not booked anywhere for tonight. We were heading down to Needles, but we couldn't find anywhere in Needles. So we've come another half an hour further down to a place called Laughlin. Laughlin, because we thought there was the Golden Nugget, which is over there, and it said the rooms were $90 for 2 separate rooms. But when we've come to check in, it's $100 basically, because there's tax on that and then there's parking on that. So we thought we were going to head down to Bairstow, which is an hour away. Anyway, we came out of the Golden Nugget car park, turned right, and then on the right hand side there's the Pioneer Hotel and Gambling Hall. And we said, oh, we'll just try there. $50 a night per room, free parking, no taxes. What could have been a bit of a disaster just turned out alright. This is the only one we've done where we've not booked. But, you know, it took us, well, half an hour's further driving. And we saw some other Dora town as we passed, and there was some other stuff in there. But we carried on coming down to here. So, looks like we might be going into a casino tonight. Might win us money back to pay for his holiday. 7:15 the morning after, so this is a place we stayed last night. Up in that room there. Really nice. There's even a little beachfront here. This is the Colorado River. All this for 50 quid a night. $50 a night. About £42 a night. Yeah. For the money, definitely the nicest one we've stayed in. There's even a swimming pool. Yeah, so we spent the night in the casino last night. I didn't take my camera down. Cameras weren't allowed in the casino, so I thought, oh, I'll take it out. But we could see about 5 casinos just from our car park. So it's like a mini Las Vegas here without the prices. I mean, I've never been to Las Vegas, so I don't really know, but this is what I'm guessing Las Vegas would be like. No, there next door to us is shaped like an old steamboat. That were all lit up last night. All in all, I'd say that were a pretty good night. We spent about 2.5 hours in there. There's 2 restaurants in there. There's a bar, or a couple of bars. Beer was $5 a bottle, which is pretty good. We've paid more than that, certainly on the trip. As far as gambling goes, I'm $10 down, my wife's $6 down. But we had a good, I don't know, 2 hours playing on them machines in there. So yeah, we enjoyed that. Yeah, I can highly recommend this place if you're into gambling. I'm guessing it's certainly cheaper than Las Vegas. Laughlin, USA. I'll put links to all these places we've been down in the description, so you've got them all. This is Roy's Cafe. This was quite a famous place in its time. Featured on some films and stuff like that. And we've just been in the cafe to get a coffee, and I've met a guy who's wrote a book. And he gave me a copy of his book, so that was nice of him. He's just out promoting it at the moment.
I wrote a book called 4 Miles East of Baghdad. It's about a homicide that occurred in 1896, where a biracial African-American person was arrested for murder, and I was able to retrace the whole homicide case and figured out he didn't do it. And so I wrote a book about that story. And the 3 white attorneys who defended him and he was gonna be hung, and then they got the sentence commuted. So he got sentenced to life. He did 12 years in prison, came out, and had a nice, comfortable life after that.
So when we were speaking to the guy in the cafe that wrote the book and we told him that we were coming down here, his face sort of lit up, and that's how we got onto the fact that he wrote this book. So I'm going to read that book and hope for, well, we'll see what's in it about this place. Right, listen to this. We've just run into a storm.
Oh, look at
Look at that.
Oh,
That's
wow,
just hit the power line.
Yeah, wow, look at smoke coming off that.
In the distance, the lightning's just struck the power cable there. The smoke coming off it. And that's hail that you can hear on top of the car. Sure, hell. Fucking hell, they're coming in. It's on the ice.
Oh my god.
And that's it. It just stopped as soon as it started. That, what was that, about 10 minutes?
Yeah, that was frightening though.
Yeah, that was frightening. Well, that rain's give the car a bit of a wash anyway, so that's alright. And that's saved us $5 on a car wash. Right, I think we all know what this is coming up.
Your destination is on the right.
Sharpen your claws on it then. Did you flush it?
Yeah, I flushed.
We've just drove into the car park of the first ever McDonald's. This is actually real food that's been dried out and glazed. And it is about 7 years old. Right, we're staying in a wigwam tonight.
Oh, these are nice.
What more do you need? What more do you need in your wigwam? Ooh, look at that headboard. It's quite enough when doors closed.
Perfect.
Right.
Got everything you need, haven't it?
How much for this one, Tracy?
I don't have any books in car.
Roughly?
About 100.
100. Right, we've made it as far as Los Angeles and we've been to the supermarket. We're having his favourite sandwiches, which is corned beef, onion, raw onion, encrusted bread. We're drinking wine out of plastic glasses and we're in Los Angeles.
Cheers.
So we've still got another 5 days to go, but we're nearly at the end of Route 66 now.
You got 16 in there?
Yeah, it just seems expensive. It's £6.50. You get 3 more bits. This end bit might not go. Might end up more like yeah. What's that stuff you spread? Potted meat.
But I'm not dead.
Right. I'm gonna slap it on butter. Excuse my fingers.
That'll be fine.
What did you do?
I can't have that one. I don't know.
No, you've got 3 cold beef there.
Right. There's some onions.
Yeah.
That's my wine gone.
That is all you got. Well, at least we've got a few less bottles. We'll have 2 less bottles.
This is the one I wanted to see. We're going on a guided bus tour. It's 2 hours and it's $30 each around Hollywood.
Somebody's in there.
Quentin Tarantino's house, that.
Very famous. The next house is going through a slight remodel, but I met this guy at the Santa Monica DMV because I did not make a reservation, and I was there for about 4 hours. You guys know how that goes. It's crazy. He's like an anti-celebrity. I hear that he rides the public transportation. I always see him in a, yeah, there you go. Pick that out right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Keanu Reeves' property right here. Yep, this one right here. And then there's another house in the back, and then this little driveway, there's a big pool in the back. It's really cool property. Yeah, John Wick. Really big mansion. So I know she has a house in Rhode Island and in Nashville, like Nashville area. This is her LA compound.
The gate tells it. Stay out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't jump my fence.
He kind of can give her a lot of credit. She's a really sweet lady. I know. After she did her United States tour, all the truck drivers that drive around her stages, she tipped them. I think it was like 8 or 9 of them. She tipped them. Besides the money that they made, which is really good money for a commercial driver, she tipped them all $100,000 a piece. So, you know, I know people complain about rich people, especially the ones that aren't rich like us. You know, we just be hating on them. You know what I mean? we hate other people's success, right?
No.
I don't either.
No. Good for them.
Except you're. There you go. Everybody wants to take one right there. There you go. This is the content creator house right here. It's Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Logan Paul is one of the owners of Prime. Jake Paul is the guy that thinks that he can knock Mike Tyson out. And then the one on the right, you could actually see his elevator. It's owned by Leonardo DiCaprio, who's an LA native, which is pretty cool. Kind of gets the home of Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil is a talk show host. I think he announced his retirement this year, but he got his start on Oprah Winfrey and then ended up having his own show for the last, I would say, 13, 14 years. And big.
The brick one?
Al Pacino's right here, the brick one, yeah.
Oh, the brick one.
I think it's going for about $7 million or so.
That was really interesting. We're just on his way back to check in. I put my baseball cap on because I didn't want to look too much like a tourist. I wanted to blend in a little bit. I'm not so sure I achieved that. But that's amazing. There's sort of within 2 miles, extreme poverty in places. People sleeping on the streets and begging and looking in bins for cups with coffee left in, stuff like that. And then up to Beverly Hills and Hollywood Hills, where houses $25 million for an house. It's just crazy, isn't it, really? Right, we're just pulling into Santa Monica, almost at the end of the 66 trail now. Just looking for some parking to get a car parked up, and then we're going to go get us end of trail certificates. Right, we've parked up. We're right on the seafront. That's the first time I've ever seen the Pacific Ocean. and the parking was so reasonable. It's $2.50 per hour, up to 3 hours parking right on seafront, and there were loads of spaces. I mean, we are early. It's 20 past 9 in the morning. Sun's not out yet, but I'm sure it's going to burn them clouds off in a bit. So we're just heading down to the pier now to get our certificates signed to say we've completed it. We're going to have a couple of hours here, and then we're driving up to San Francisco to do San Francisco. My thoughts on LA? I don't particularly like big cities. It was alright to see the Walk of Fame and the stars and that, but it's not a place I think I'd go again. I prefer the country stuff and the old style America, the cowboy stuff, the cowboy hats rather than the peak caps. Right, we'll go get them certificates. I know I shouldn't really record this kind of stuff, but it has to be seen. If you want to stay in that hotel on the front in Santa Monica, that's £500 a night. My sister stayed in that last 5 years ago when she came. And down at the end of here is where you can get your certificate. If you remember the old school bus that I videoed way back, this must be some sort of tribute to him. He travelled Route 66 on a school bus with that wooden door. As far as we can go then, Pacific Ocean.
The original reason I started doing the certificates was because about 10 years ago, I just liked having a chat about the trip, and I realized I got a lot of feedback about how it was very different than you'd expect it to be, and places you never hear of tend to be the best memories. And so the best way to keep those places alive, they're all independent, they need customers, they need people traveling the road, is inspire people to travel the road and then help them learn what would have been helpful from the beginning for you guys, because you've obviously taken your time, you've done quite a bit of research, you've done quite a bit of work. Yeah, that works really well, and I'm sure there were still surprises, even with all that research. And so these are kind of my way of, rather than just having a souvenir that's like a shirt that you wear once a week, have something that the proceeds go back into helping the road, and then you can talk to people about what the trip is really like today. And that will help create more travelers in the future. Just like most people taking pictures down at our end of the trail sign are not yet doing the road, but then they're thinking, hey, that might be fun to do one of these days, or if it ends here, where does it begin? Then that's going to encourage them to do the road in the future, and that helps keep it alive. Right, and then just double check that for me there.
Yeah.
All good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, we've just been to that place down on the pier, but that apparently is not the official end. The official end is probably half a mile in town, and this is it. So just on the left hand side, past a load of houses, there was like a place to park. We've seen this Malibu Lagoon, so we've parked up the top there and it was free. Yeah, you're not allowed to park there between midnight and 5, that's probably to stop campers. So Malibu Lagoon, we've pulled in and walking down this sand track here. And we assume this is taking us right down to the beach.
the way for flags. I don't know what symbol it's off because you're going too fast.
I hope it's like this all the way up. Yeah, I can't stop filming it. It's just fantastic, isn't it? Look at that. Look at this, unbelievable.
Wales.
Yeah. That chuffing hell. It's like you can just stop anywhere here, you know.
Just go highway and come off at the towns that we want to come off at.
If anybody fancies a swim.
That was nice.
Look at that. There's just loads of parking, isn't there?
This is better than that.
Yeah, we should have come further on, shouldn't we? Well, it's still the same beach.
Breaking Bad.
You just get in there and swim, can you? You seem to disappear, Brett.
I know, because it got right deep all of a sudden. That you couldn't fight against that current. It was pulling me out. You know when you're driving through Malibu and you drove all day yesterday and it's your brother-in-law's turn to drive today and you can just open a can and drive up the Pacific crest and it's like, yeah, I got it right.
Yeah, but Brett's driving tomorrow and he's got 400 miles to do.
I hope nobody's getting bored with this scenery because I'm not.
No,
so
no,
it's
nice. I like this bit here.
Look at this here.
Yes. Cheers.
We've done a bit of a detour on his way up to San Francisco. Well, not, it's on his way, but we'll just cut left back onto the coast. This is an elephant seal viewing point up here. I like big slugs out there.
Can't watch the ride.
Oh, look at all these here. Right, we're having to go back a little bit because the coast road we wanted to follow, there's been a rock fall 35 miles ahead and there's no way around it, so we're having to go back and go inland a bit. Otherwise, we could have drove straight up the coast road, which is a shame. It's a bit misty today. We're hoping that burns off at some point. That should be the Pacific. We should be able to look out there miles, but we can't. Can anybody see the hidden arrow in the FedEx sign?
That's all I can see.
The award-winning FedEx logo with the hidden arrow. Are you disappointed with your blue moon?
Disappointed.
It's a bottle in it, so you don't always get it.
You're orange.
No.
Are you disappointed?
I was going to change it last minute when he wanted to see what a blue moon was. Get it back up.
What? Thank you.
Well, we'll do it again, and this time I'll flip the camera the bird.
Yeah.
Hello? Rick.
You can't even speak.
Well, I killed the coffee.
You can't even speak, David.
Baruch 66 badge.
Go on, carry on.
No. Say the word.
66 badge
Wouldn't
is...
be perfect.
Yeah.
But I too. I think we should all have it. But we need to put registration on both and the mileage below.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I wish they'd got that one earlier. Quick. Oh!
Oh, you look at that.
Honest to goddamn God, this guy has just given me this hat.
Wash my feet. Actually, I need to wash my feet.
So nice, wasn't it?
Oh yeah?
If you go. Yeah, but you know, you just use tool because keep the rest for yourself. Take it, man. Probably got like
See the arrow in the FedEx writing between the E and the X. That's an award-winning logo. That. At Chicago, the first morning, we've paid $62 each for a 2-day bus pass sightseeing tour. It's one of them where they give you the headphones, you plug them in, and they hear commentary all the way around. A big wrong here for Golden Gate Bridge. Right, we're on the ferry over to Alcatraz. We've got on half an hour early because there were some spaces left. This is where they had showers. It's bleak out here.
cool, isn't it?
That's cool.
Yeah. It's not the best weather. I've had better days in America, to be fair. But at least we can see the bridge today. So we're just going to wait for the bus, jump on the bus and go back. Start packing up because we're going home tomorrow. So everybody else is dressed in coats, long trousers, socks, boots. And this is us, British tourists, shorts and vests. Right, this is last day. We're packed up, we're getting picked up in an hour, 11:30 to take to the airport, and that's it, done. It's been a right month. Very enjoyable. Enjoyed it massively. Spent another night in the Irish bar last night. It was last night. Had a few drinks and played pool with the locals. A guy called Carl, a musician, who were very friendly. He's the guy that gave me the hat the other day. So yeah, great place. I'm going to leave a breakdown of all the prices, everything it's cost for the holiday and how much we've spent on one thing or another. I'll break it down into travel, hotels, petrol, gifts, food and what have you. So just so you've got an idea. I'm guessing it's going to be quite expensive. But I've been thinking about it and I thought, well, yeah, it might seem a lot of money. But if you're doing these things, what we've done in this month, we've crammed so much in this month. And if you were doing them things at different times, it cost you even more money. So I feel like we've had as money's worth, you know. I feel like we've had 4 holidays in one, really. So when you break it down that way, it doesn't seem too bad for the experiences that we've had. It's been fantastic, it really has. I've enjoyed the trip more than I enjoyed the city break type things, the Chicago stuff and the San Francisco stuff. I enjoyed Chicago more than I enjoyed LA, and I enjoyed LA more than I enjoyed San Francisco.
Did you?
Yeah, definitely. I just found San Francisco, apart from Alcatraz, which was really interesting and something that we really wanted to do. I found it very expensive, and not my kind of place. That's not to knock Chicago, San Francisco at all. I just didn't enjoy it as much as the other places.
You're waffling again.
I'm waffling again. Yeah, well, I'm not reading off a script.
No, I think San Francisco is a lot better than LA. I've enjoyed San Francisco more than LA.
Why?
Because I think there's more to do. Well, yeah. Well, that's what I've enjoyed anyway. I've liked San Francisco better than LA.
Yeah, but we stayed in San Francisco for 3 nights. We only stayed in LA one night, and we only did sort of LA just to do Hollywood, didn't we? But would there
Santa Monica.
In Santa Monica, yeah. Anyway, that's my opinion, right or wrong. I enjoyed the road trip more than San Francisco, and it's not to say San Francisco wasn't good. It's just it's very expensive. You know what I mean? And you're in the tourist trap and you're paying $25 each for your breakfast and stuff like that. But I suppose that's got to be expected. So if you got as far as this with us, I appreciate you watching. Any questions, I'll be glad to answer any questions at all. And I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to leave a list, whether it's just a printed out list on a blank screen of what we spent, or whether I talk through it when I get back, I don't know. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and if this one goes well, might do another one. Right, cheers, see you later, bye. Hello. Right, thanks for sticking with it if you got that far. I've got to say, that was one of the best holidays I've ever had. Well, no, it's not one of the best holidays I've ever had. That was the best holiday I've ever had. I said I'd give you a breakdown of costs. So, with everything included, flights, accommodation, car hire, petrol for the drive, we ended up doing 3,598 miles. So all that included came to £5,271.42. In addition to that, we had £2,500 spending money, so that was food, drinks and all the attractions that we took in along the way. So all in all, £7,771.42 for a month in America, two of us, a month in America. And we didn't scrimp on things, we did everything we wanted to do, so I don't think that was bad. Holiday of a lifetime. It was fabulous. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. See you again, bye.